Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Chief guest of today's function, Dr. S. Jaisankarji, Honorable Union Minister of External Affairs. Chief host of today's function, Sri N. Biren Singh Ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur. Guest of honor of today's function, Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh Ji, Honorable Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education. Honorable Ministers, Honorable MLAs, Ma'am, respected Chief Secretary, Additional Chief Secretaries, senior officials of the Government of Manipur, friends from print and electronic media, all the guests who have assembled here today. I take this opportunity to welcome you all once again on the 6th day of the 11th edition of Manipur Sangai Festival. Sir, this is a journey which began almost 12 years back. We had a brief 2 years hiatus because of the COVID pandemic, but we are back, sir, and we are back in a big way. And this time, for the first time in the history of Manipur Sangai Festival, sir, we are observing it at 14 different venues in 5 different districts, and the kind of participation that we have seen, sir. This is the 6th day, and so far, the footfalls in the state from outside the state as well as international tourists has been amazing. And this is really encouraging for us, sir. And there have been lots of differences this time as compared to past, sir. Sir, the inaugural event was organized at Moirang Khunu. It's almost in the neighborhood of Kabul Lamjau National Park, which is the abode of Sangai deer, so which is endemic and unique only to Manipur. It is found only in Manipur. And it was the vision of Honorable Chief Minister to set up a Sangai ethnic park there, where the lifestyle of all the recognized communities of the state is at display. So 34 huts have come up, sir, along with various other facilities and amenities. We had the inaugural function there. And all the huts display the respective tribes that they belong to, their lifestyle, the food that they eat, the clothes that they wear. And we are planning to develop it as a permanent tourist spot. And in future, we are trying to make it a world-class tourism facility, sir. So you are aware that we are also the birthplace of modern polo. We call it Sagol Kangjai here, sir, and the memento which we presented. It's actually a replica of the actual statue which is coming up in a place not too far away from here. So that is also one of the major attractions this year. We are also having the polo tournament of 2 different kinds, the original one as well as the modern polo. So we would also like to thank Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for deciding to have the events of G20 presidency, which has come to us this year, all across the states in the country, and one of those events are likely to be organized in Imphal also. So we have also started working on that, sir. So we'd also like to thank you for giving us that opportunity. And sir, we'll assure you on behalf of the government of Manipur that we'll leave no stone unturned and we'll put our best foot forward for organizing that event as well. So I take this opportunity to thank you all once again. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
We thank Shri Pradeep Kumar Jha, Commissioner Tourism, Government of Manipur, for the welcome address. Mathang ngasidi ngasigi guest of honor gi fampham langda lingsin biniba Honorable Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh bu thoramga mari lainaba wafam khara tambina magi damakta nolukchage.
Mayam punamak hangna kuramjari thodo endokna ngasigi tarukni sanba Sangai Festival 2022 asida Honorable Chief Guest Dr. S. Jaisankarji, Honorable Minister of External Affairs, aduga Chief Host oibiriba khoirekai khumnajaraba Manipur ki Chief Minister Shri N. Biren Singh Ji, aduga mangda lengchin biriba lamdam asigi sangnareba mioi khudikmak, and also Madam Jaisankarji ngasigi event sida koigi Honorable Chief Guest yaw phangwasi aigisu yamna laibuk phaba aduga honorable chief minister gi yamna kind hearted oiba mana invite to bidana sigi facility se koi honorable chief guest na masigi phomham sta lakwa phangwasi yamna nungai amromda Sangai festival se handakti totally depend on our ideology. That is not political, but delivery to each and every citizens of the state of Manipur and spreading at different places, and equal opportunity is given to all our peoples. Along with that, many of the visitors are having the good chance with a good weather this time, enjoying all the cultural heritage and food heritage and the tradition. And also, one of the most attracting thing is that our Honorable Chief Minister is introducing our Sagol Kangjai. This is the genesis of the world polo. Recently, along with this festival, our Honorable Chief Minister reintroduced our Sagol Kangjai. And along with that, our Honorable Prime Minister is also having a good intention to promote our pony populations, particularly in Manipur. The species of Manipuri pony, as per some of our friends' census, is below 500. So we need to increase the populations of the pony, and in this context also our Honorable Chief Minister has already announced to have a pony project, and so that our pony population will be increased. With these few words, once again I thank to the organizer, and more specifically the Honorable Chief Minister, and also my senior colleague, Minister Sri Joy Shankarji. Thank you very much for the witnessing the colorful and varieties of our Manipur. Thank you. Joy Hind.
Rasigi, Guest of Honor, Oibiriba Honorable Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singhbu, Thagajiba Pungdukchari. Mathanga Sidi Ngasigi Chief Host Oina Lingshin Viriba Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Shri N. Biren Singhbu, Thoramapugi Warol Thambina Bagitamakta Nolochari.
Mayam Punamak, I Kurumjari, a very good evening to all of you. Ngasigi Tarukni Suba Tarukni Salakpa Adugumba Nungairaba Sangai Kumai Sigi Sip Gaswena Aquina Hajurubada Achinbaka Lergasu Lakpiriba Honorable Union Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jai Shankar जी, आपको अपने मणिपुरी 30 लाख मणिपुर की तरफ से आप और आपके मिसेस को स्वागत करता हूं, थैंक्स करता हूं। और मिसेस कोयोटो जय शंकर जी, his better half, most welcome here, madam. Aduga Sri R.K. Ranjan Singh, Ayamba, Honorable Union External Affairs ki Minister of State. Aduga Ining Tha Ulisha Masana Jauba, Honorable MP Rajya Sabha, Honorable Minister T.S. Biswajit Singh, Honorable Minister Sri T. S. Basant Kumar, Honorable MLA Sri Shanti, Honorable MLA and Advisor to Sri Shyam Kumar, Chief Secretary, Senior Government Officials, और जो बाहर से मणिपुर का संगाई फेस्टिवल को देखने के लिए आ रहा है, उसको हम मेरी तरफ से और मणिपुरी सब की तरफ से आप लोग को धन्यवाद देता हूँ, वेलकम करता हूँ। Media ki friends Shingshu I daram no oksari loina na Handak kisi koi oza Ranjan huji hai ke padumaina. We are observing in 40 different places. Just I came back from Senapati area after attending three places in the border area with Nagaland. Adal lehoriba praja singi moigi spirit, moigi wakhalond. Sangai festival gi state sigi Sangai festival ne habeda moina enjoy toriba support toriba poche. Aigi in my political career of 20 years, I never seen before. Yamna fajana yampuna mahauruga tawurjan. And yesterday also I was there at the Behang, bordering with the Myanmar. Chorchanpur da. Adu da so lehoriba makhoi gi mayam dugi hona horiba mayam du ubada adugi matik thamoida pen mapoe. Aduna khoi Handaki festival, Sangai festival के themes, शंकर जी ये आज इस बार का जो theme है, जो festival of oneness. Manipur is small, but we are having 34, 35 tribes, different dialects, different food habit, different religion, diversity we have. That is the beauty of India. That is the beauty of Manipur state. And one happy news I want to convey to the people of the state. On the closing ceremony of this Sangai festival on 30th, our legendary Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji will address the closing function. Masih ay ngon ngarang ay ga PMO office gi phawnar matung dama sungsoi soidana 30th ki closing ki dama address tawgani haidana ma gi ayaba pibira e madu gi dam kai khoi gi site gi am ka no khoi thaga sari aduna kumai yengadabani mapandagi lakpa mukhoisu atop atop jaga da su satkadabani na ai matam yam sangna ngangja roge handak ki da ina Manipur gi praja singi discipline, Manipur gi praja singi decency, Manipur gi praja singi neat and clean, aduga madugi hospitality aingonda ngasi numit taruk ni phawi manungda feel to bungame aduki matik well behaved taurkanda koigi festival sibu mapandagi lakpa mi singbu taram taram na wok piri amdi taram taram na mating pangene lawe madugi jangtai Manipur gi miyam buhanana thagasari wafam kharje thamjargai patang sita tension jarge. Thank you. Jai Hind.
We thank the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Shri N. Biren Singh, for that address. May we now invite the Chief Guest of the evening, the Honorable Union Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, to kindly address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister, Minister of State, senior ministers, MLAs, officials, friends. Purum Jerry. Good evening to all of you. And I'm very, very glad today that on my first visit to Manipur, I could come on such an auspicious occasion when you are all celebrating the most important festival of your calendar. And I'm really privileged to be part of it, to witness it, because in many ways you would have remembered what Prime Minister had said in his Independence Day address at the Red Fort when he asked us to put a colonial mentality behind us. And by that, he meant that we should be who we are. That our culture, our tradition, our heritage must be something that we would protect, that we would nurture, that we would build up, and that we would express and pass on to the younger generations. So, just as you would have seen when it came to the issue of those in our history who stood up and fought for freedom, who protected our lands, and who did not get the recognition over the last many years. Today, a similar effort, I think, needs to be done where culture is concerned, that the many cultures of India which make up the culture of India must all flower, must all get the attention, the support, and the resources and the profile that they deserve. Now, I am here partly because this government and this Prime Minister has an exceptional commitment to the Northeast. It is a commitment which has got him to tell every minister of his cabinet that you must go to the Northeast. It is one which is not just of gestures. It is demonstrated in terms of resources, in terms of projects, in terms of attention. And what should have perhaps happened a long time ago, today we see happening at an accelerated pace, which is the growth and progress of the Northeast region, a greater connectivity both within the region, between the region, other parts of India, and to the neighboring countries. And that is the second reason for my being here, because as the External Affairs Minister, the importance of this border state is obviously self-evident. We pay a lot of attention and devote a lot of resources and energy to ensuring that our border states have the ability to not just secure the borders but also work with our neighboring countries for the betterment of both parties. So a lot of issues pertaining to this state in some form or the other come up before me, and obviously an occasion to be here, to experience the culture and the ethos of the state myself gives me a much better feel for a set of issues that I deal with on a daily basis. Today, the first event which I did along with the Chief Minister was to inaugurate a G20 photo booth. Now, there is a very practical reason why we are doing what we are in this manner. You all know that come the 1st of December, we take over the presidency of the G20. But we want this presidency to be different. We want it to be celebrated and participated in by the entire country. So there will be multiple cities and multiple states of India which will be hosting various events related to the G20. Obviously, Manipur would be one of them. And we also want to do it in a way in which the people of India have a sense of relationship and ownership of this G20 process. So I would hope, Chief Minister, that when those events take place, the warmth of welcome that I am experiencing, perhaps even more than that, the G20 delegates will get. I am very confident that they will. And the intent, the thinking behind that is really, this is an opportunity for us to familiarize the entire world with India. We want, over the space of 200 meetings of those 20 G20 countries and the 9 guest countries, we want them to go back with a sense of India, of what is India's potential, and a large part of it relates to tourism promotion. We really think tourism promotion is one of the big untapped potentials for growth in India, especially growth in the Northeast. And certainly I would imagine festivals like this have their own attraction. I'm sure there are many other attractions, including attractions of nature, attractions of culture, attractions of living heritage, of arts and craft. So I would like to assure you that in the development of the Northeast, in the development of Manipur, the Ministry of External Affairs is firmly committed. We will certainly work with the state government in ensuring that foreign partners, there could be foreign partners in terms of development assistance and development programs, or foreign partners in terms of tourism, in terms of meetings, in terms of MICE events. How do we bring them here? And also that how do we expand the connectivity which the Northeast and its various states have, because that is the key to your economic progress. Once again, it's a great feeling to be here. Chief Minister, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your hospitality and welcome, and I look forward to the rest of my trip. Thank you.
We deeply thank the Honorable Union Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, for that wonderful address. May we now invite Shri W. Ibohal Singh, Director Tourism, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Ma'am Punamak Aham the Cake Sri. A very good evening to all of you. Sri Dr. S. Jaishankar, Honorable Union Minister of External Affairs of India. Sri N. Biren Singh, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur. Dr. R. K. Ranjan Singh, Union Minister of State, External Affairs and Education. And Honorable Ministers and MLAs of the state. And the respected Head of Administration of the Government of Manipur, Additional Chief Secretaries, Commissioners, all the distinguished, valued, invited guests, and ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on the occasion of the closing of the 6th day of the celebrations of the Manipur Sangai Festival of this formal program. I, on behalf of the Department of Tourism, Government of Manipur, extended a very hearty vote of thanks to all the supporting organizations of the festival, cultural and other performance teams, and all other special guests and participants involved. First of all, I express my deep sense of gratitude to Sri Dr. S. Jaishankar, Honorable Union Minister of External Affairs of India, for taking time to be with us all at the Manipur Sangai Festival 2022. Thank you, sir, for coming all the way to attend our state's biggest festival, 11th edition of the Manipur Sangai Festival 2022, sir. I would like to express my sincere thankfulness to Sri N. Biren Singh, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, for his invaluable guidance and support in organizing this edition of the festival. My deep sense of appreciation and thankfulness goes to all the different departments, line departments, who have supported in organizing this festival. I am also very much grateful to all the media fraternity for being there day and night in order to cover the various events at the festival. I convey my sincere thankfulness to our sincere sponsors, various participating exhibitors who took part at the festival this year. A big thanks to my team there. My vote of thanks would not be complete without extending special heartfelt thanks to all the stakeholders, each and every one of you, for being part of this festival. Once again, I thank each and everyone present here for making this event a very grand success. Thank you all.
We thank Shri W. Ibohal, Director Tourism, Government of Manipur, for proposing the vote of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, may we now take the opportunity to present to you the cultural performances for the day. We thank our dignitaries, our chief guest, the Honorable Union Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, our chief host, the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Shri N. Biren Singh, and our guest of honor, the Honorable Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Dr. R. K. Ranjan Singh. requesting our dignitaries to kindly be seated in the front row of the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, our cultural program today is well orchestrated and presented by the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, ICCR Delhi, under the Ministry of External Affairs. Please sit back and enjoy as we present the cultural items one by one. Ladies and gentlemen, our first performance of the evening is Cheri Nacho, Zuko, a paradise of Manipur, a ballet dance based on Manipuri contemporary dance. The ballet starts with a girl taking her friends to the Mao Hills to see the cherry flower blossom. Seeing the picturesque cherry flower blossoming in the Mao Hills, they feel with joy and dance beneath the blooming cherry tree in the Mao Hills. They encounter the local Mao girls and boys also dancing with joy. The sound of their dance and music reached the nearby Zuko Valley and the highest peak of Manipur, Mount Iso, which touches the sky. The entire Zuko Valley, along with the clouds, starts dancing in the tunes of this youth of Manipur. The clouds starts dancing with the hills of Zuko Valley as the way Nongthan Laima dances during the cosmic creation. So ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you Cheri Nacho. The three set of dances that you have just experienced is the Cheri Nachom, Zuko, a paradise of Manipur, a ballet dance based on contemporary Manipuri dance and Mao dance. The ballet started with a girl taking her friends to the Mao Hills to see the cherry flower blossom. Seeing the picturesque cherry flower blossoming in the Mao Hills, they feel with joy and dance beneath the blooming cherry tea in the Mao Hills. They encountered the local Mao girls and boys also dancing with joy. The sound of their dance and the music reaches the nearby Zuko Valley and the highest peak of Manipur, Mount Iso, which touches the sky. The entire Zuko Valley, along with the clouds, starts dancing in the tunes of these youths of Manipur. The clouds starts dancing with the hills of Zuko Valley as the way Nongthan Leima dances during the cosmic creation. Ladies and gentlemen, once again that was Cheri Nachom, Zuko, a paradise of Manipur, a ballet dance based on contemporary Manipuri dance and Mao dance. Artistic director and choreographed by Dr. Khangimam Khoni. We thank all the artists for that beautiful performance. Our next item is the Northeast Cultural Mosaic, a presentation of dances and music from different parts of Northeast India. The program will be a non-stop performance of dances from Meghalaya, Tripura and Assam. The first dance is from Meghalaya. Meghalaya Mastic Dance. This dance is usually performed in the prominent festival of the Khasi Kashut Shuk Suk Minsim. It is performed in the spring season, a kind of a Thanksgiving dance where the Khasis express their gratitude towards their creator. A Khasi believes that it is the Creator who have blessed him with good health and prosperity. As a token of gratitude, the female dancer observed it in a gentle and dainty manner. The male dancer, on the other hand, are vigorous, dancing in the rhythm with traditional music, waving the white whisk on one hand and the sword on the other. This signifies that a Khasi is a peace-loving, yet he is also protective towards his children, women and country, and is courageous enough to protect them. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the team from Meghalaya performing Mastic Dance, part of the Northeast Cultural Mosaic. After Meghalaya, the second part of the dance is Lebang from Tripura. Lebang is one kind of insect of Tripura. Just after the Goria festival is over, in about second part of the month of April, Boroks venture out the Lebang. These insects arrive in the hook, the traditional egg refill, during this period in flock. But in the month of September-October, the Lebangs arrive in numbers and they prefer to sit on scented flowers. The youth indulge in merrymaking and make rhythmic sound with the clapping of two bamboo sticks. At that time, the women make rounds on the hill slopes to catch the lebangs and they come out in hordes. This kind of activity is depicted in this dance form which is famous as Lebang Bumani. Nowadays, in stage performances, drums, flute and other traditional musical instruments are being used for background music. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the team from Tripura performing Lebang. That was the team from Tripura performing Lebang. The third part of the dance, the Northeast Cultural Mosaic, is from Assam. Bihu Dance Festival is a set of 3 festivals denoting the culture of the northeastern state of Assam. But people from the Assamese diaspora have of late started to celebrate in all over the world. The 3 types of Bihu Dance Festival are Bohag Bihu, Kongali Bihu and Bhogali Bihu. The celebrations of these 3 festivals are dependent upon the crop cycle. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the team from Assam performing Bihu dance.
Hello, check. Hello, check. Hello. মাৰি থাকিব বিহু মাৰি থাকিব হয় ন
Hey! Hey!
বাপন আহিলে মোৰ এলগৰীয়া বাপনো আহিলে মোৰ পদূলিলে বেলি ভাগত কয় বুৱা বিহুৱা মৰম হাতে হাই হাই মোলৈনো পঠিয়াবি তই চেনি লওঁ চিৰা লওঁ কাগজতে বান্ধি লওঁ তোৰ প্ৰেমৰে মৰম চেনেবোৰ টোপোলা ভাতত ভজাই লওঁ যেতিয়া দিবি তইহে মৰম তেতিয়া পাবি মোৰে মৰম আয় মাজনী তোৰ প্ৰেমতে বলিয়া তোৰ প্ৰেমতে বলি
Ha! Again, Paloto! Again, Paloto! Again, again, again! Tu gane, tu gane, tu gane!
নৈটো পানী বঢ়া নাই ধূলি মাতো শুনা নাই শুনা নাই কি মাতেহে ৰাজন ক'লে বাৰু বুজি হাঁহিবানে কান্দি মোৰে দুখৰ বেদনা মোৰে দুখৰ বেদনা মোৰে দুখৰ বেদনা মোৰে দুখৰ বেদনা চাপ
We thank the entire team from Meghalaya, Tripura and Assam for that beautiful Northeast cultural mosaic. Ladies and gentlemen, may we now take a moment to felicitate our sponsors for the Manipur Sangai Festival. For this, may we request the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Shri N. Biren Singh, to kindly come up on stage and felicitate our sponsors. Requesting the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Shri N. Biren Singh, to kindly felicitate our sponsors. First, Dr. T.H. Doubley, Managing Director for the Classic Group of Hotels, who have sponsored an amount of 5 lakhs and food services during the Manipur Sangai Festival. Felicitating our sponsor, Dr. T.H. Doubley, Managing Director for the Classic Group of Hotels, with our traditional shawl, a flower bouquet, a replica of the Sagol Kangjai and producers from Manipur. May we now call on stage Dr. K.H. Palin, Managing Director for the Caesar Hospital and Research Institute, who have sponsored an amount of 5 lakhs for the Manipur Sangai Festival. Thank you, sir. May we now call upon Mr. N. Irabanta, Managing Director, UNACO Group, who have sponsored an amount of 10 lakhs for the Manipur Sangai Festival. Thank you, sir. May we also call upon Mr. N. Rajen Singh, Managing Director for the Raj Medicity, who have sponsored an amount of rupees 5 lakhs for the Manipur Sangai Festival. We thank all our sponsors for their love and support in making this Manipur Sangai Festival a grand success. Thank you, sir. May we also take the opportunity to felicitate Dr. Ningthauza Muniz, Zonal Director for Northeast for the Indian Council for Cultural Research Northeast, Indian Council for Cultural Relations, New Delhi, under the Ministry of External Affairs. Dr. N. Muniz has sponsored today's cultural program. We thank you, sir, for sponsoring today's cultural program, and we thank the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur for the graceful felicitation. Ladies and gentlemen, please sit back. Our next performance is a ballet dance based on Manipuri contemporary dance. Our next performance is a Manipuri contemporary ballet dance titled Taret. In complete emptiness, there exists a light. With the will of energy came existence of three primal elements, that is, light, water, and wind. The existence of life is symbolically depicted with the beautiful seven Nurabis, the seven celestial girls. So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Taret. Taret, a ballet dance based on Manipuri contemporary dance. That was Tarit, a ballet dance based on Manipuri contemporary dance. We thank all our artists and the choreographer, Dr. Khangyembam Khoni, for that beautiful performance. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performance is a special performance, a drum ensemble by drummers from Japan and Manipur. Drummers from Japan with Manipuri drummers and Mao humming. A sign of friendship and brotherhood, we connect sakura of Japan and cherry of Manipur. Under the blooming cherry tree, we see friendship and other economic relations between Manipur and Japan. We have from the Japan team coming all the way from Japan to participate in the Manipur Sangai Festival 2022, where the Sangai enjoys the green grass of Kaibul Lamjao and cherry tree blossoms in the Mao Hills. The Japanese team is headed by Ms. Kono Satomi along with Ms. Serizawa Takiko and Mr. Serizawa Katsunobu in Jugal Bandi with our local Manipuri drummers headed by Sri R.K. Upendro and his team. So, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you drum ensemble by drummers from Manipur, Japan and Mao humming. That was the drum ensemble from the drummers from Japan and Manipur along with the Mao humping. Please give our performers a big round of applause. Ngasi Manipur Sangai Festival ki cultural evening asibu meeting taba lakpiriba singi maraktagi lamdam tamna laikhraba igi mari oiriba Manipur ichil inaw lai guru sing Manipur Sangai Festival saruk yanabagi damak lakpiriba Bangladesh tagi lingbirakliba maya pumnamakpu Honorable Chief Minister Shri N. Biren Singh amadi Manipur ki prazamiyamna taramna okchari Loinana lakadoriba Sangai Festival dasu mapung fana saruk yabinabagi damakta nolukchari Bangladesh tagi lingbirakliba Manipur ichil inaw maya pumnamakki ahuba khubak amukta kuminasi Ladies and gentlemen, our next performance is Sangai Medley. Sangai Medley is a sign of unity and friendship. We invite all the participating artists of today's cultural performances to come together in the Manipur Sangai Festival 2022 as a sign of brotherhood and oneness. So ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you Sangai Medley. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be followed by a fashion show presented by Hipokpi Yaipokpi. Once again, presenting to you Sangai Medley.
This is the
That was Sangai medley. We thank all our artists and Dr. Kangemam Koni for curating the Sangai medley and today's cultural performances. We thank all our artists once again for the beautiful performance. Ladies and gentlemen, our next program is the fashion parade. Please stand by. Chathajarakliba Festival of Oneness Manipur Sangai Festival 2022 gi Tarukni Chanba Numit ki Cultural Evening Asibu Mapung Fahan Biriba Makal Kayagi Performance Bibiramba Artist Sing Loinana Mang the Lingsin Biriba Amadi Yum Dagi Life the Ying Biduna Mapung Fahan Biriba Babok Mayapum Namapu Tagachaba Fung Dokchari. We thank all our artists, our dignitaries and our audience online and offline for your participation for making this evening's cultural performances a grand success. Loinana Hayeng Manipur Sangai Festival Gitaredni Chanban Numit Asida Bhagyachandra Open Air Theatre Amadi Sangai Festival Pangtok Chariba Mafam Kayada Cultural Performance Kaya Amasu Thamjari Masida Mayam Amukahanna Punna Sarugyamina Si Haina Nolukchari. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you our next program, a fashion parade curated and presented by Hipokpi Yaipokpi. Please sit back and enjoy.
Kwai Pumnamakpu Ikok Nona Kurumjari. In the Manipuri language, I bow down to you in respect. Hipok Yaipokpigi Mahut Sinjaduna. Sangai gi Haurakpam Asida Amata Oibegi Utsaf Manipur Laingak Amadi Department of Tourism Government of Manipur na Sinja Langjariba Tarama Toirak Suba Manipur Sangai Festival 2022 Asigi Saruk Ama Oiriba Machu Kayana Laiteng Liba Fashion Show Asida Mayambu Taramna Okchari. Lamda Masigi Inakunba Amadi Anisuna Laitraba Fijet Chakcha Malem da Thoidok Hendokna Kanghanba Asina Manipur Raja Sigi Chaukat Kongtang Dasu Achauba Sapu Amapiragani Masimak Hipokpi Yaipokpigi Matam Kuirabagi Manglan Ama Mangjarakpa Ngasi Mangpau Narakpagi Nungairaba Tangkak Aduni. A very special good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Hipokpi Yaipokpi, I heartily welcome you to the kaleidoscopic fashion show, which is a part of the 11th Manipur Sangai Festival 2022, celebrating oneness at the cradle of Sangai, organized by the Manipur government and Department of Tourism, Government of Manipur. Hipokpi Yaipokpi is an encompassing roof of culture and tradition which redefines elegance tinged with exotic styles and ethnic patterns. The essence of this event is to manifest the extraordinary creativity of Team Hipokpi Yaipokpi and showcase our unique traditional attires in the international arena. To highlight the rich culture and showcase our unique traditional attire is a part of globalization, and it enhances the development of the state. Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed proud for a recent achievement made by a young man from Manipur who represented India at one of the biggest international male pageant, Mr. International 2022. And he won the first runner-up title. We have our Mr. International first runner-up 2022, 2022, Lukanan Ketrimayum. renowned filmmaker and lyricist and also a renowned model. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the state animal of Manipur, Sangai, the dancing deer, portrayed by the heartthrob of Manipur, Lukanan Ketrimayum. Please give it up for Lukanan Ketrimayum, Mr. International First Runner-Up 2022. The show opener of Hipopi fashion show, a part of the ongoing Manipur Sangai Festival 2022. Now known as Manipur, was a beautiful tiny kingdom rich in her own original culture, religion, custom, tradition and literature. Meitei is one amongst the various communities which have been coexisting together in this little paradise on earth. There are 7 clans in Meitei community called Salai. Sa means animal or body, Lai means God. These 7 clans represents the 7 different colors like a rainbow, which is a sign of hope and promise. Red Mangang, white Luang, black Kuman, yellow Angong, violet Moirang, blue Kabanganba and green Sarang Laysang Tim. The 7 clans represent the inclusivity and image of love and friendship. The Meiteis believe that they are descendants of God. There is a common saying among the Meitei society that our ancestors are gods. Ladies and gentlemen, we are presenting the seventh. Ladies and gentlemen, we are presenting the 7 clans called Salai in the Meitei community. Red, Mangang; white, Luang; the black. The model in black represents the Kuman Salai, the Kuman clan of the Meitei community. From the ancient era, the Meiteis had their own unique style of using surname. It was entirely different from other communities in the world. Meiteis used to believe the worshipping of forefathers. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the model in yellow, that is Angom clan, Angom Salai. The next model in violet represents Moirang clan, Moirang Salai. The model in blue represents Kaba Nganba clan, Kaba Nganba Salai of the Meitei community. This is the 6th Salai, the 6th clan of the Meitei community, Kaba Nganba, represented by blue color. Ladies and gentlemen, the model in green represents Sarang Leisangtem clan, Sarang Leisangtem Salai of the Meitei community. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for the 7 clans of Manipur: Red Mangang, White Luang, Black Kuman, Yellow Angom, Violet Moirang, Blue Kabanganba, and Green Sarang Lesang Tem. These 7 clans represent the 7 different colors like a rainbow, which is a sign of hope and promise. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the 7 Salais, 7 clans of the Meitei community. Tradition is a mirror of the society, a land of culture and tradition. Manipur, the jewel land. Manipuris preserve culture and tradition with strong, firm belief. The land of tradition where the divine beauty of nature is shaped. Manipur has a rich culture and tradition since the time when heroic kings ruled the land. Hipokpi Yaipokpi steps in to combine ethnic and modern style in the path of globalization. Blessed with scenic beauty of hills and valley, with the heritage of handloom and weaving, renowned for their colorful and artistic attires that stand out radiantly and elegantly. To save our culture, to save our tradition, to celebrate together with different cultures and communities, let's create a colorful cultural memory. Traditional attires and tourism are rapidly becoming inseparable partners. Our traditional attires and products are also important elements of culture. People travel to see and experience other cultures, tradition, and way of living. These ingredients form an important element of purchases made by tourists, boosting the state economy. Tourism also supports the products, so it enhances the growth of oneness. Festival of Oneness. It is the heartwarming and affectionate, the emotional bond between tourism and culture. 11th Manipur Sangai Festival, Festival of Oneness at the cradle of Sangai. Pokpi Yaipokpi presents a variety of culture and traditions with a range of emotion that is mysterious and sensational. Modernization has modified traditional attire to some extent, giving it a new modern-day look. The best example, the perfect example of a blend of tradition and modernity would be the women of Manipur. Manipur is richly blessed with scenic beauty of hills and valley, with the heritage of handloom and weaving, renowned for their colorful and artistic attires that stand out radiant and elegant. To save our culture, to save our tradition, to celebrate together with different cultures and communities. Come, let's create a colorful cultural memory. Traditional attires of this little paradise on earth called Manipur. Manipur is a land of tradition and modernity. To highlight the rich culture and showcase our unique traditional attire is a part of globalization, and it enhances the development of our state. The essence of this event is to manifest the extraordinary creativity and skill of the designers of Hipokpi, Yaipokpi, and showcase our unique traditional attires of Manipur in the international platform. Hipokpi, Yaipokpi is an encompassing group of rich culture and tradition which redefines elegance tinged with exotic styles and ethnic patterns. This resplendent fashion show presented by Hipokpi Yaipokpi is a part of the globally acclaimed 11th edition of the Manipur Sangai Festival 2022, celebrating oneness at the cradle of Sangai, organized by Manipur Government and Department of Tourism, Government of Manipur. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Festival of Festivals, 11th Manipur Sangai Festival 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited to present to you the renowned male models of Manipur who have walked the national and international ramp of the fashion world. Please give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Our stunning and dashing male models. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so thrilled and breathless to present to you the showstopper of the fashion show by Hipokpi Yaipokpi, renowned Manipuri actor, model, singer, and former Mega Miss Northeast. Please welcome the ravishing Sama Laishram. Ladies and gentlemen, the second showstopper for the evening. Once again, please welcome Mr. International First Runner-Up, Lukanan Ketrimayom. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have a group photograph with our distinguished guests, so please do not go away, stay with us. Before the group photograph, I would like to heartily render our gratitude and thanks for the wonderful people who created this magical fashion show for you this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Soma Laishram and Lukanan Ketrimayom. We now present to you the wonderful team Hipokpi Yaipokpi. Please come on stage, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of gratitude. Please stay back for a group photograph. Our distinguished guests, we request you to kindly stay on. Team Hipokpi Yaipokpi. Next, we call upon the show director, Leo Leisangtem. Please come on stage, Leo Leisangtem. The show director, Leo Leisangtem. Makeup, Nauton, Longjam and team. Makeup, Nauton, Longjam and team. Tony Artistry and Sally. Please come on stage. And hair by Chitra Wycombe and Tom Sharma. Special thanks to Galifpa Arvind Tonjang, Suraj Wahingbam and Jeko, Surmani Rishi and Kavita Kesham. May I request the Commissioner Tourism, Director Tourism and our distinguished guests who are seated here. If I do not mention you by name, I am sorry, but we request you to kindly join the dashing showstoppers and models of the evening for a group photograph. Once again, may I request Commissioner Tourism, Director Tourism and distinguished guests present here this evening to kindly come up on stage for a group photograph. On behalf of Kipokpi, Yaipokpi, we thank everyone present here this evening. Hanna Hanna Thagachari, Amuka Hanna Kurumjari.
Witness the most extravagant cultural diversities of 34 tribes in one platform. Savor the local indigenous cuisines and local brew. Get a glimpse of the endangered Sangai there.
The journey begins with long, peaceful uphill treks along the bountiful panoramic view. Zuko Valley is home to unique flora and fauna, flaunting beauty with scenic splendor. The mystical lake called the Loktak Lake, largest freshwater lake in the northeast. With the only floating national park in the world, the gods share the enchanting dreams with us, and we can see their overwhelming creation where we bear witness to the skies kissing the surface. she will shine on you the light. Her tranquility will bring forth the best in you. With every touch, with every breath, with every sight, remarkable sight to behold, this land is a cradle for celebrating vibrance in diversity. Manipur is a land where many remarkable battles were fought. Stories of immense courage